because I've never done it because, you know, money and Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are returning. My name is Kristen and I will be doing the Disney College program in the fall of 2018. So I moved down in August, so I still have like, what's my countdown? 52 days? 51 days! Ooh, yay! 51 days till I move in. But this summer I figured I would try to film some videos of, you know, different things to take my mind off of the weight, to start thinking about everything, to start like planning, to start packing, like everything that I want to do. So today I'm going to be coming to you with my Disney College program bucket list. My phone is going off. And so this is like a lot of things that I either have never done in the park. There's a few things that I've never done, places I've never eaten, places I've never stayed, and then it's also a lot of things that I've had the opportunity to do, but I just never, as a guest at a resort, never did. As a guest at the resort, never did because of time or because of money or just because, you know, it seemed like kind of not a waste, but like, in my opinion, like, oh, you don't need to do that. So the first thing that I did, I will go through like all the different like things, like big things that I want to do. So I want to try to do the, I don't know what the number will be now, but the Walt Disney World, it used to be 47 challenge, which was to ride all of the rides at Walt Disney World in one day. I don't think it's possible now because of Toy Story Land just opening. Well, it hasn't opened yet, but by the time I get there, it will be very new still. And Pandora, even though it opened a while ago at this point, is still pretty new and still the lines are crazy. So I think I'm gonna pick like an important day in my history. So maybe I'll do like all the rides that were open, I don't know, the last time I did something, or like the first day that I started college, or I'll pick like an important, significant date and like look up the rides that were open that day, just because that'll avoid the incredibly crazy parts. And I think, you know, a vlog of like going on all these rides would be fun, but a vlog of waiting online for the Toy Story rides would be kind of boring to watch. My next thing is to do the 4 parks in one day challenge, which is not really a challenge. I think it's pretty simple to do, but it will still be fun. And to go on, go to all 4 parks and go on at least one ride per park. Maybe I'll do like go on a ride and like get a snack from each park or something. Next thing I want to do is to see all 5 of the night shows. So I have seen Illuminations, I've seen Rivers of Light, and I've seen Fantasmic, which is my all-time favorite, but I have not seen the Hollywood Studios Star Wars fireworks because I'm not a Star Wars fan. I've never seen a movie. I know it's like sacrilegious, but I haven't. And I've not yet seen Happily Ever After. Yeah, so I miss Wishes. Wishes was a good one, but I'm sure Happily Ever After will be fine too. My next thing is 2 restaurants that I want to go to. I want to go to the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review, and I want to go to Ohana, just because I hear that they're really cool. Like, they have really good, like, what's it called? Like, the experience is, it's not just like, oh, you sit down and you eat. There's, like, good character experiences, and there's good, like, one's a show, so obviously it's going to be cool. But they're just really fun, like, sit-down restaurants. I want to get my face painted at, I guess it's at Magic Kingdom. I don't know where you get your face painted. I have to ask somebody who I know who recently got their face painted. But I want to go to like one of those stands, get my face painted, just because I think it's really cute. And it would look really cute for pictures. And maybe not necessarily on a day that I plan on spending the whole day at the park, because I know getting my face painted will break me out. But to go for like, you know, go for a few hours, get, you know, my face painted, take really cute pictures, and then, you know, head out and do something else, or go quickly wash my face and then, you know, head out. But this one will kind of depend how much it costs and if our cast discount counts on it, because especially since it is something that I know I never got my face painted when I was younger because it always caused me to break out, so I don't want to spend a lot of money on it if I'm only doing it for a couple pictures, for a couple hours for a bunch of pictures. But if we get the discount on it, it might be worth it. The next thing that I want to do is eat and drink around the world. I think especially during Food and Wine, that'll be so much fun with all the cool food. I've only drank around the world once with my mom, and we were rushing it, and so it was just not fun because we were drinking too fast, and we had a dinner reservation to go to, and so it was just like not sitting well. And I was like way too drunk to be at Disney World. Like, I don't like when people get really drunk there, so I think if I did this, I would have to start early and take the whole day, like not be like, oh, let's do this quickly and then we'll go somewhere else after. It would be, let's spend the whole day at World Showcase, and let's, get food and make sure we're drinking water and, experience all the different countries and actually spend time in each of them, like sipping a drink while exploring the country and not just like chugging a drink and running to the next country. The next few are tours that I want to do. So I want to do the Wild Africa Trek, the Behind the Scenes tour, and a backstage tour of a ride, which I know the backstage tour you have to sign up for, so that's not guaranteed, but I would kind of like to. Like, I think it'd look really cool, especially since I am working in attractions. I don't know if because of that I'll get to see the one that I'm working at. I'm assuming I'll get to see some sort of backstage of it, but I kind of want to see, just in general, like a backstage of a ride. I think that would be a cool experience. The Behind the Scenes tour I've always wanted to do, and just it was never expensive, but it was just kind of like, yeah, you're gonna go look at some plants, like, we don't want to pay for this. But I think CPs get it for free, and even if not, it was never too expensive, so our discount will make it even cheaper. And then the Wild Africa Trek, I've seen like Disney vloggers that have done it, and it just looks so much fun, and I love animals, and I love like learning about them, and to get to walk around that would just be really cool. And also I want to do the like rope bridge thing where you're like strapped in. The next thing is to go to the water parks, because I have never actually gone to them as far as I can remember. Just because of the time of year that I usually go, I've never done it, and we never pay to like do the extra water parks, because we're like, we could be at the parks, why would we spend the time there when I have there's a water park pretty close to me. I live on Long Island, and there is a water park on Long Island, so we're like, why, when we're at Disney, would we go to one when we could just go to one at home that's way cheaper? The next three are things that I've never seen because they opened since the last time I'm there. So that is Pandora, which is crazy because I feel like it opened so long ago, but it opened like a week and a half after I left, and I was so upset. Or like opened for like what was it, like annual pass holders, the like previews of it. Then Toy Story Land, which is not even open yet, but it'll open before I get there, and Happily Ever After to get to see. So those are three things that I cannot wait to experience for the first time. The next thing that I want to do is to resort hop, because I've seen like a bunch of the resorts just from staying at them or like eating at them, but there are so many resorts that I've never actually seen. So I've never been to like Saratoga Springs, I've never been to the Coronado, I've never been to, I'm blanking on like all of them now, but like Old Key West, like there's a bunch of them that I've never been to, but that all look really cool. So I want to get to do that, and I want to stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is my like dream hotel other than the Grand Floridian. But the Grand Floridian, since I was like 6 or 7 years old, I've said I don't want to stay there. That's where I'm staying for my honeymoon. So I need to find a nice Disney boy who will be willing to spend my honeymoon with me, get married to me, and then spend our honeymoon at the Grand Floridian. Yeah, but that's since I was little. I think I was like 6 or 7, and I saw woo. Oh. Yeah, sorry. So I think I was like 6 or 7, and I saw a wedding that they were like taking pictures at the Grand Floridian. I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I want this. And I know I don't actually want to get married at Disney, because I want to get married there's a gorgeous church like really close to me, and I want to get married there, or I want to get married, I went to Catholic school, so I want to get married like at my college if I can. But I still want to go on my honeymoon at Disney. So my next thing is to get a picture at and see every single like famous Disney wall. So from like the Moss Wall to Rip the Purple Wall to the new Galactic Purple Wall. To like there's definitely gonna be some cool ones at Toy Story Land that I can't wait to find. So yeah, to get like some pictures there and to just go see them because I just think they're really like pretty. Next thing is to work at / go to both the Halloween party and the Christmas party. I really want to go to the Halloween party. I love dressing up. I love Halloween in general. It's one of my favorite holidays. So that'd be really cool. And then Christmas party, to either work it or go to it, would be really fun. And then speaking of dressing up, I want to go to Dapper Day because not only do I think that 1950s fashion is like the most beautiful thing ever and I love it and I want to wear it all the time, but this year will be Mickey's 90th birthday, and closer to home, my grandmother had the same birthday as Mickey, so they were both November of 1928, and so this would have been her 90th birthday as well. She passed away a few years ago, but I think if I can either, you know, be wearing some of her jewelry that I now have, or like somehow incorporate a piece of like an outfit that she owned to get to wear that there, I think would just be awesome, and to incorporate that in would just be a really cool tribute to her for what would have been her 90th birthday. So the next thing that I want to do is get to go to Food and Wine Festival, and then if I extend my program to get to go to the Festival of the Arts and Flower and Garden Festival, because I've been to Flower and Garden and Festival of the Arts, but I have not been to sorry, my nose is itchy. I have not been to Food and Wine since I was really little, and I don't remember it all. And I love food and I love wine. The next thing that I want to do is to, to go to a housing event, because I think it's cool. We get them, they're included, you might as well go to them, and I hear they're really fun, and you get to meet some characters that you may not always get to meet. The next thing that I want to do is to kind of but like face my fear of like being in public, which is weird. Like, so it's to go to the parks alone, or to like spend a day going to the parks alone. I have really like bad social anxieties that I don't want. Like, I think going to the park alone is like one of my biggest fears. Like, I don't think I could ever do it. I always tell myself like, oh, I'm just gonna plan a solo trip and go to Disney if no one wants to go with me. And I look at it and I'm like, this isn't even that expensive, and I'm like, X out. Like, no way, I could never do that. But I think, you know, obviously I'm gonna have different breaks than all my friends, and I'm gonna have different days off than my friends and my roommates. So I'm gonna face my fear, and I'm going to, you know, go to the parks alone, and I'll have like YouTube, so I'll be able to vlog it, and I think it'll be really fun. Next couple things are all things that I either thought, you know, maybe don't have time for this, or it's not really worth it, or like there's better things you can be doing. Like, personally, when I was there as a guest and not as a cast member. So those are to get an autographed book and to completely fill it up. So I always meet characters, but for some reason never think like, oh, let me get an autograph book. I don't know why. I should, because then I have their autographs. So to do that and to fill it all up completely, I want to try and meet every single one of the princesses in one day. And I know like the princesses usually have long lines, but I think if I like time it out right, I might be able to do it. Who knows? I want to do the Pirate League. I don't even know if that's a thing that the adults can do, but if it is, it'd be cool. I want to do it. I want to go and do the Wilderness Explorers in Animal Kingdom, and I want to do like fill out the Epcot passport, like the little either Duffy or Mickey or whoever I think it's Duffy. Yeah, I think, and you like color it in. So I want to do that, and I want to get like all the stamps from the different countries. So that is it, I believe. Yes. Okay. And so the last thing that I want to do is that I want to be able to stay on the first night that I go into the Magic Kingdom. I want to stay all the way to the Kiss Goodnight, which I don't know if I've ever actually seen. I think I've seen it, but didn't really know that it was a thing. I was just like, oh, that's part of the show and I missed it. Or like, oh, we're leaving and that's how they're kicking you out. But I want to just kind of take my time and stroll down Main Street and stay and watch the Kiss Goodnight. And I think that'd just be like, that's like a really cute way to end your day at Magic Kingdom. So yeah, so that is, as of right now, I'm sure it'll grow, but this is my Disney bucket list. And I'm probably, like right now you can see I just have it like written on a piece of like notebook paper. But I'm probably going to try to write it out nicely and like in a journal or something. I might bullet journal, I don't know. I probably won't because I am not organized like that. But I will try to write it out really nicely and like be able to actually check it off. And I think that'd be really fun. So yeah, so thank you for watching. Please feel free to subscribe and join me on this journey. So over the summer I have some videos that I have planned. Probably gonna do, I have a lot of ears. I want to do an ear collection. Maybe I'll go over the pins that I have. Maybe I'll go over how I make ears, because I do make them. And yeah, if there's anything else that you guys can think, if you stuck along for this one, I know it's a pretty long video, but if you stuck around till the end here, you know, comment down below. If you have a YouTube channel, feel free to, you know, subscribe, and I'll subscribe back to you. Especially if you have a Disney one, because I want to make as many friends in like the Disney vlogging community so that we can vlog together and we can go to the parks and be able to like rewatch our experiences for, you know, whenever we want to. So yeah. So bye. Thank you for watching. Yeah, bye.